Looking surprised, Ellie. Ellie always looks surprised because of her blaze. You can always spot her by her white tip tail. Yes. Okay. It's a lovely day out there. They are roofing the sold house, which is weird. That must have been a condition of the sale, that they'd buy it if the rest of the roof got roofed. It hadn't been shingled. The front had been shingled by these people, the guy across the street. I think he did it for free. Now his company, I think, is doing the rest of the house. Bonk. You just got bonked. You just bonked yourself. Yes, you did. And it's sort of on and off. Well, it's always overcast, but it's sunny overcast or just overcast. Kind of windy. I think it's supposed to rain tonight. So here is the result of the lockdown, right? Can't go to the hairdresser. Therefore, the gray is starting to, well, it's under there somewhere. I'm going to show you my gray. Hey? Yes, Ellie? Show gray. Show gray. Oh, yeah, you're chewing my phone. Thank you. Thank you for chewing the phone. You and Tanner, the lovey-dovey's, yes. Well, they're all lovey-dovey at some point or another. I mean, Floyd bonks, okay? She, what do they call that? There's a name for what she does. She bonks her head into my leg. Again, I forget. I have forgotten what it is that is called. Thank you. Ellie is the one who most often reaches out and says, hey, 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 pay attention to me. Tap, 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 pay attention. When she's sitting here and I'm just out of reach on my stool over there, she'll reach over and go, hey, what about me? What about patting me and being nice to me? Yes, I'm gonna stand up against my coffee mug. Coffee mug. Back him up, back him up. Yes, I have the basis of my week, my 4-day week. Pretty much done. I have the onyx part of it. I think that the onyx part of it has another listening lesson, and I've done so many listening lessons that we're listened out. And everyone's going to finish their listening tasks, and I have to keep going with the others. So we've done writing, we've done speaking, reading. They need a reading task. I'll have to find. I think I'll not do. So can we do a reading task for this? This is past work experience. But it's talk about past work experience, not read about past work experience. It's talk about it. Although not many of them need reading. So, and lots of them need speaking. So I may be going back to speaking. Yeah, probably will. Yeah. So I've had lunch. It's 1:59. It's 2 o'clock. He'll say it's 14 hours soon. And there's a hockey game tonight. I know my computer. I'm trying to make things interesting for my students. I always try to make it interesting for them. So far, there hasn't been anyone who has been displeased with me. No. I know Mauricio is disappointed that we couldn't get the big blue button to work. Pretty late in the game. Christine said she would work on it with me, but when we have, 5 weeks left, 6 weeks left, I don't know. I think it's 5 weeks now. 5. 5 weeks of blue button is worth it, sure, but I don't think that, big blue button, the technology is okay, but if there's one student that isn't tech savvy enough, then it just ruins it. And that's basically what it's done for my class. In the mornings, it's Ion. In the afternoon, well, they're all, a lot of them are very not technically minded. So it's such a big effort and such a waste of time and such a lot of sitting around going, coming on? Is anyone else going to be there? Now, Christine did say I could drag people over into other rooms, so perhaps that would be a solution. But it's such a frustrating experience. For those who are good at it, it's wonderful, and for the rest, it's just frustrating. And then I'm frustrated. I probably should try it again. But teacher, can you help me? Teacher, can you help me? I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Having her go on and on the next day or right then and there about how she doesn't see anything, didn't see anything, it just drives me crazy, and it's easier to let it go than to put a lot of effort into it, because it's just her, yes, stupidity. She is clever and stupid at the same time. And that is so frustrating. Yeah, so frustrating. So frustrating. I should try it again. I may try it again. I don't know. I may. Such a frustrating experience. Give them a half an hour in it. Don't just put them for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is too short. Half an hour is a long time. Not this week. This week is full. I have packed everything full. Yeah. Lots of the LO, which is listening. This time I'm doing grammar listening. I will think of a speaking task. Talk about past work experience. Well, some people have never had a job in their lives. What do you do about them? Sorry. Let the other people talk. They have to listen. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. And I can't get onto Life Lab. I'm supposed to get blood work done in Life Labs, and nothing. There's no opening, nothing's open. Opening in Waterloo or opening in Kitchener, here in Cambridge. There are no openings. It's not a big deal, but it's a big deal because my doctor asked me to get blood work done. Well, excuse me, Life Labs is filled up with people wanting COVID tests or whatever. I don't know. For some reason, there's nothing available at the Life Lab. Now, this weekend is a bad weekend. There's nothing. They're closed, and then there's nothing. I will continue to try, but yeah. There they go, the roofers. Are they done? Looks like they are partly done. You can't park there. Yeah, you know that. You live here, you know you can't park there. What are you doing? What are you doing? I told someone yesterday I was the nasty neighbor, the old lady who complained. There was there was someone with a spade coming over to work somewhere. I've never seen that lady before. Is that the new owner? Or is she coming to dig something out of the garden? Can't have that. I'm taking it with me. Oh, I forgot what I was on to say. Yeah, she's going in the backyard, digging something up. Oh, they're pulling into the other. So the roofer's pulling over to the house next door, parking his truck there so his ladder will reach. And oh no, I suppose not. They have to throw down shingles. So old shingles get thrown down into the truck, and yeah, okay. That's why I moved. I've wondered what company that the guy across the street, Wes, works for. He works for that company. What is the first word in that logo? AM group of companies? AW group of companies? And this is my neighbor. Constantly shirtless. Doesn't have to be very warm and he's shirtless. Shirtless and tanned. Already tanned. Oh yes, he's already tanned. Wes, really nice guy. Anyway, whatever. My work. Is my work done? Hello there. Hello. Thursday. Hello. So I've got Wednesday, winter vacation. Tuesday, life way back then. Thursday, they have to do 2 in Onyx. So 2 in Onyx on Wednesday. 1 in Onyx on Thursday. And you do an ESL library, an LO. Do an LO for Thursday too. Just pack it in there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that works or not. It's certainly, I don't know if I should let them just add it on their own. Other students just let them go on, other teachers just let them go at it on their own. I feel they get more out of it if they work on it and then come back, well, which is whatever. Yeah, whatever. Anytime that lottery ticket wants to roll in, that's just fine. I saw that I had one, I think a free ticket. That's a pretty general win for me. Every few weeks I win a free ticket. Big deal. Just keeps it going. It's not a big deal, but it's a big deal, you know. Better than winning nothing. Yeah. And Kimberly said, well, let's see, if you can do this, spend this much money every 2 weeks and no more, then you're on track and you will have no trouble being a retired person. So I'm trying to do that. Got the number sitting on the kitchen table. And all I do is buy food. Generally, all I do is buy food. And sometimes pumps. But basically, I don't buy clothes anymore. I have enough clothing to last me for umpteen years. It's the last time I realize now, the last big expense that caused my bloody MasterCard bill that I have to pay off was my car. Yeah, it was stuff on my car that was $1,000 something. So that was the last big expense, and that was unavoidable. And And they're saying, okay, Monica, do you want to come back and do that stuff, the further maintenance on your car that's required? Oh, you mean the windshield wipers that you said were in need of replacing? No, they're not in need of replacing. I bought them new not that long ago, okay? Within the last 3 years, I have bought new windshield wipers, okay? So it's extremely new. You can say all you want, but you're trying to get me to buy more and stuff that I don't need, that I know I don't need because I bought it. I'm not gonna do. Too bad. So sad. Spent this winter not driving back and forth. Yeah? And I only bought the windshield wipers a year or two prior. Excuse me? You're lying to me. You're lying. You're just trying to upsell, you expensive dealer. Okay. All right. 211. So what more do I have to do? Let's have a look and see what more I have to do. So that one looks done. So Tuesday looks done. Got an L. Wednesday looks done. Thursday, it's got 2 there. No, that's the pronunciation. The 2 is on Wednesday. Eek. Thursday needs an LO. Just because. I need an LO here. LO is a website. LO is a website. Excuse me. Really? Why would I have that selected? So let's copy that. LO's there. LO. Tube. Tube. Yes, that's good. Tube. Okay. Well, then I don't need an LO there. There's a pronunciation rules. There's a video lesson there. There's another ESL library. Then there's another ESL library. It's probably enough. Don't worry about it. And here, we need the ESL library. No LO. And that's the day they do the listening and testing task and probably the speaking task. I'm sorry. I mean, what point is there of me doing a speaking task in the middle of the week when we haven't had enough time to practice it? They haven't had enough time to speak. If you can't come on Fridays, yeah, that's hard. I can maybe do an exception and do your speaking task on the Monday, but I cannot change that. That is, most people come on Fridays as well, and that's when we've been teaching something all week and we get tested on Friday. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Anyway, that's enough of my frustration for you. For 20 minutes of frustration. Oh, goodness.